Are you the gentleman with the taxi waiting for him?
Yes.
Your driver's at the front door and would urgently like a word with you.
Today we're looking at Eyes Wide Shut and the cult from the famous mansion scene. To understand this cult and what they stand for, I think you first have to understand that the cult consider what happens in their mansion to be sacred and everything that happens outside in the real world to be profane, debased, or disrespectful. In other words, the concept of what's sacred or profane, and in a cult sense, it's important to them. From their point of view, what they're doing has a purpose, and they have good reasons for doing what they're doing. They might even consider themselves to be the good guys, quote unquote. That might seem strange to think at first, but let me give you a few examples.
Back of my neck.
Hey, what team's this switch hitter playing for?
Looks like the pink team,
This
huh?
faggot.
Faggot?
Merry Christmas, Mary.
My brothers are back there. In prime cut of meat, baby.
You want to take a ride in this bike, Kelly, you stupid faggot?
Looks like we got a moon puncher
Man,
going
you
on
should
here,
have
huh?
kitchen standing so close. Get out of here.
I got dumps. Then a big...
Now, here's a scene in which the Tom Cruise character is attacked on the street by a gang of guys who also say homophobic slurs to him. It's very disrespectful, and they're just idiots who harass people on the street for no reason, even getting violent with them. Contrast that with the mansion party, where same-sex couples are able to dance together, and it's totally fine. No one bothers them. No one harasses them. It's only outside on the street, outside of the cult party, where that happens. The cult would never let their members be harassed like that inside of their mansion. Another thing that seems to be sacred to the cult is a promise, or making and keeping a promise. Let's see.
No one can change her fate now. When a promise has been made here, there is no turning back. Go!
They actually make Tom promise not to reveal what he has seen there that night.
May I have the password, please?
Fidelio.
That's right, sir. That is the password for admittance.
A third thing that seems to matter to the cult is loyalty to the leader. And there seems to be very obvious levels in their membership, with Red Cloak at the top and probably new initiates at the bottom. Is Tom Cruise one of these new initiates? It certainly seems so. Maybe his first test as an initiate is the promise he makes to Red Cloak. Of course, he doesn't keep this promise later in the film, so I guess he failed that test. Seasonal rituals may be sacred to this group as well. These sort of cults followed the seasonal movements such as equinoxes and solstices, such as Christmas time, where this movie takes place. It's a sacred time of year for them, a time when they might practice rituals, and one of the rituals a mystery cult might practice is an initiation ritual, which is probably what's happening to the Tom Cruise character in this film. So, to sum up, a few things that the cult seems to value as sacred are, number 1, keeping their members free from harassment. Number 2, keeping their promises. Number 3, being loyal to their leader and their group. And number 4, practicing certain rituals at certain times of the year. Of course, there's much more going on in this film, and I have more videos planned soon. But thank you for being with me today. If you'd like to help my little channel grow, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And thank you so much for being here.
You are free. But I warn you, if you make any further inquiries, or if you say a single word to anyone about what you have seen, there will be the most dire consequences for you and your family. Do you understand?